Hello my friends, welcome to another video. Today's video is just going to be a quick life update, and also I'm going to be talking about the future of this channel. I'm going to be doing it inside though this time, not outside, just because I have horrible ADHD, and every time I try to make a video talking outside, I literally can't focus. If a bird flies by, I'm starting to think about something else. So anyways, I'm just going to be super focused on this video, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about what's been going on and what's going to be happening with this channel and with my life. Basically right now guys, I'm living in Puerto Vallarta. I've been here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for the past, I would say almost 2 months now. I have been renting this apartment that I'm sitting in right now for the past 2 months. When I came here, originally, I came here from Mexico City. I was in Mexico City for about 2 weeks, and then before that I was in Turkey. So I went to Mexico City. I was deciding where in Mexico I wanted to stay, and I decided I wanted to go to kind of a beach town. So I chose Puerto Vallarta since I had already been here 2 years ago, and it was like somewhat decent in my memory. So anyways, I went on Airbnb, looked for places to rent, and they were all pretty expensive. Contacted one of the hosts, whose name was Miguel, and said, "Hey Miguel, I want to rent your place, but I don't want to pay for all the initial fees or the additional fees on Airbnb, so can you rent to me privately?" He said that he was completely fine with that. And so we got each other's contacts on WhatsApp, and I got a deal for this place, and I am now paying about $700 Canadian per month, which is a really, really good deal considering it's like brand new. So everything's been going okay. Everything's been going smooth. I was planning on staying here for another month or two when all of a sudden, a week ago, Miguel sends me a message saying, "Hey Leaf, I forgot to mention to you that you are also responsible for the electricity bill." And, obviously this is a big red flag for me because I've been here now for almost 2 months, and there was no talk about this. And him and I came up with a set price, which was 10,000 pesos a month, or around $700. And so that's how much I budgeted for. And so he basically says, "I'm going to send you the electricity bill and let me know when I can come pick up the cash." It was really brutal and just straight to the point, and I was really confused. So I took a while to respond because I was kind of thinking in my head, okay, like what's going on? I was a bit in shock. So anyways, I get the bill the next day. He sends me it and he's like, "Here's the bill. Let me know when I can come by." I was thinking the bill would be like $50, $100 at most. The bill ended up being like $450. So an insane amount of money, right? So it almost pretty much doubled the cost of my rent. So obviously I sent him a message saying, "Hi Miguel, this is not okay, because obviously it's completely unacceptable. This is not the price that we agreed upon. You just sent me this crazy electricity bill out of nowhere, and so I really shouldn't have to pay it because we agreed on a price. This was never mentioned in the price." So basically Miguel said, "Okay, I'm gonna pay this electricity bill, but I need you to leave for September because I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. I would prefer to just rent my place through the Airbnb app and not have to deal with any electricity stuff because the Airbnb app handles all that for him." So I just said, okay, no problem. And that's pretty much that. That's pretty much where I'm at right now. So I need to be out of this place for September 1st, and it's currently August 21st, 2025. So I have not so long, guys. I have not so long. I have just over a week to basically get out of here. And so that's a pretty big update. To be 100% real with you guys, I was like low-key hoping that this was gonna happen. I know this sounds stupid, but I want to go back to Turkey. I'll make another video about like the pros and cons about living in Mexico, but let me just be real with you guys. It is not somewhere that I would ever want to live. Ever, man. Ever. Like, I can visit here, but it is not somewhere I could ever live. No way. No way. But again, I'll make a video on that. But I've missed Turkey. I've missed Turkey a lot. I actually really came to fall in love with it. And I don't want to go back to Canada because Canada is way too freaking expensive, and I'm just not trying to go back to Canada right now. Turkey's just somewhere that I would love to go back. So this is what's going on. I, as a Canadian, can only stay in Turkey for 90 days, okay, consecutively. So 90 days is 3 months. So I can only stay for 90 days within a 180-day period, if that makes sense. So basically, I have to wait another 180 days for that 90 days to reset. So not to confuse you guys, but basically December 18th is when I get my 90 days reset. Currently though, I still have just under 2 weeks remaining of my permit to stay. Because again, as a Canadian, you get 90 days. So I stayed for 2 months and like 2 weeks and a bit. So I have just under 2 weeks still remaining to be able to stay there. So as I mentioned in a previous video, I recently got my TEFL certificate, which is my teaching English certificate, which allows me to teach English internationally. So the plan here, guys, okay, the plan here is that I'm going to book a flight to Turkey. I'm going to take this crazy 15-hour flight again. This is, by the way, the longest flight. I'll have you know, the longest flight that comes out of Istanbul is the one that I took. I had no idea. It's from Istanbul to Mexico City. It's 15 hours long. Brutal flight. So anyways, I'm going to take that flight yet again, go back to Turkey. I hope they let me in because I still have like 2 weeks remaining on my thing. So I don't think that should be a problem. Let's fingers crossed. I get into Turkey. And during that 2 week period, I'm going to have to really hustle to find an English teaching job. And then I don't know. That's the plan right now. Find an English teaching job and have them sponsor me or apply for a visa or a working permit or whatever, and be able to stay there for longer. Because obviously I don't want to stay in Turkey illegally. I don't want to be an illegal immigrant. I want to do it properly. I just need to find a job to teach English there. And I think that will work. Because when I was there last time, a couple months ago, I actually went into an English teaching school just out of curiosity to see if they were looking for work. And the guy actually offered me a job. So that's why I'm pretty confident that I can find work in Turkey and get a permit. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I also have housing there. I have a accommodation that I can stay at for free, which makes Turkey that much more affordable. Sorry. It's the morning. I need more coffee. I also have housing in Turkey for free. So that's going to allow me to obviously save a lot more money while I'm there. And obviously, guys, I love making videos in Turkey. So I'm really excited. I've got tons and tons of video ideas, crazy video ideas, travel ideas to do while I'm in Turkey, both for Instagram and for my YouTube channel. So I'm just so excited to go back. So basically, yeah, that's a life update. I'm being kicked out of this place because the guy wants it back for Airbnb. And in my opinion, that was a sign to head back to Turkey. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. And it all lines up perfectly because again, this past I think 2 weeks ago, I got my TEFL certificate, which allows me to teach English. So now I'm in the clear, I'm in the green, and I think that this should work out. So yeah, in 2 weeks from now, guys, you will see me. I'll post a video and I'll be in Turkey, 12,000 kilometers away from where I am right now. Oh, another thing I want to mention is I've actually been learning Turkish. So I've been using an app called Quizlet basically for the past week, and I'll put in a bunch of Turkish phrases. You can do this with any language, but I would highly recommend it because it's been working amazing for me. And you put in a bunch of for me, I'm just starting out with greetings. So, don't mean to flex on you guys. Sorry guys. Don't mean to flex on you guys, but I'll flex some Turkish on you. So right now, I'm just learning some basic phrases. So I know, iyi akşamlar, iyi geceler. I know, and then I can say iyi günler, have a nice day. Oh, it's hard because I'm being filmed right now. It's hard to remember all of it. Naber, ne var ne yok. Yeah. İşte, nasılsın? İşte, iyiyim. A bunch of stuff. Anyways, I'm learning Turkish right now because I'm trying to, I'm just trying to learn it. I think it'd be really good. I think it's going to be really cool for the videos that I'm planning on making in Turkey. So I just want to have basic phrases down. I also noticed that Turkish people, they absolutely light up when you speak their language, which is just such a rewarding, kind of a warm feeling for me. Even just saying nasılsın, I remember they get so happy. So I don't know. I love it. I think it's a really cool way to almost unlock an instant friendship or connection with them because I don't think a lot of people try to speak their language. The same thing here in Mexico, but I speak Spanish, thankfully, so that's not a problem for me. But yeah, I'm just trying to get to a point where I can speak basic conversational level Turkish. So anyways, that's what I'm doing every day. I'm doing 45 minutes to an hour a day, and I'm definitely improving. So that's just another little side note. I'm learning Turkish, and I'm getting way better at it. So guys, that's been a life update. That's been everything that's been going on in my life. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the next time you guys will be seeing me, I will probably be in Istanbul, Turkey in the next 2 weeks. Or I'll probably end up making a video before then. But in case not, guys, that's been a life update, and I'll see you in the next video.